You guys, it's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Woo! All right, what is today's date? It is Friday, June 19th, 2026. It's 2:17 p.m. and I'm about to do the extended read for the sign of Sagittarius. So, this is a timeless reading. So, past, present, or near future. Uh, as always, the energies are interchangeable, so use your discernment. Um, and this could be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or a Venus. Uh, Lastly, personal read information is in the description box down below. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, all this ash. Okay. Excuse me. All right. What is the energy for Sagittarius? What do we got for Sagittarius? My angels, ancestors, spirits, and guides. What do we got for Sagittarius? It's a lot of cards. Hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll start over. What do we got for Sagittarius? Yes, thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What do we got for Sagittarius? What do we got for Sagittarius? Say it's acting shy now. We have the Emperor. All right. Okay. Ooh, one too many cards. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try this again. What do we got for Sagittarius? Yeah, the Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Hierophant, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords. Okay. And then what else for Sagittarius? The Devil. All right. And then what is the overall energy for Sagittarius? The Fool. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups. You guys are going on an adventure with the Fool card. That's Aries energy towards wish fulfillment. Okay, so this is a good kind of adventure. Starting off fresh, wanting to, do something new here. Because ultimately, you just want to be at a place where you're just feeling good about your life. All right, I know that's right. Let's see. Get that hair out of place. Sorry. Two. There we go. So the first card out here is the Emperor and then the Page of Cups. The Emperor is definitely your energy here, Sagittarius, where you guys could be in this Emperor-like energy. You could be a father figure or a leader or someone who people look up to and respect. If not that, it's just you guys are like stepping into like this boss-like energy where you're taking charge of your own life and you're now like I feel like taking the steps you're guided to take to really go towards your wish fulfillment, whatever that may be. 'Cause I see the Page of Cups being here, and this is always like a youthful, playful like energy. It's like usually like following your heart's desires. Whatever your inner child's wanting to do here, whatever brings you that happiness, that joy. Six of Pentacles followed by the Hierophant. There could be something in regards to money or balance here for you guys. We'll get clarification for the Six of Pentacles, but with the Hierophant being here in the center of the reading, you guys are definitely like someone who has a very strong inner knowing. The Hierophant is someone who has like a very close connection with spirit, with the angels, or you have very morals or values or beliefs. You may be someone that lives like by a certain like moral code. But either way, it's like wherever you're being guided to go, it's like with the Eight of Cups falling after it, it's making you leave something behind with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups talks about, walking away from something that no longer serves you to go towards, again, at the bottom of that is to go towards your wish fulfillment. Whatever the Nine of Cups is, whatever this thing is that really brings you happiness. Yeah. Eight of Cups is like, well, maybe at one point in time, it's something that you had a lot of, feelings for, and this is what you really wanted, but, maybe you just changed your mind. And when you do decide to walk away, we have the Four of Swords with the Devil. You may need some time to rest and heal with the Four of Swords. Followed by the Devil could be talking about some sort of obsession or addiction here. I'm going to get more about that right now. Okay, what is the Emperor for? I don't know if that's, it's self-explanatory. What's the Page of Cups? What's the Page of Cups for Sagittarius? What is the Page of Cups for Sagittarius? Strength card. So, Strength card talks about you guys are going to be called here to be brave to have this passionate start. So, you guys, it may take a lot of courage for you to start all over or to possibly start something new. Because that's the Ace of Wands speaks of, a new passionate start. But for some of you guys, I said, whatever it is, it may cause you to Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It may cause you to leave something behind to go towards it. Could be something with a Queen of Swords energy. What's the Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Four of Pentacles. Yeah. This is someone who may be wanting to balance things out with a certain Queen of Swords energy. Because, of course, why wouldn't you, Sagittarius? Star card, Hierophant, Four of Cups, the Tower. Yeah. This is someone who's holding on, but the Four of Pentacles fall after it is the Star card. Someone's holding on to the hope. They're holding on to hope. They're holding on to, with the Hierophant card here, that they can get some sort of high level of commitment. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is something that they've been dreaming about. And with the Tower card being here, this is like some sort of shocking revolution, something that's surprising someone. Someone is shocked that Two of Cups, that they share some sort of bond with someone. What is the Hierophant for Sagittarius? Someone can be loved with some sort of like star-like energy. Yeah, the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Someone's being called to release these heavy burdens for themselves. Four of Wands here. Thank you. That's so gross. As I was saying, sorry. Yeah, someone could be guided with the Hierophant, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Someone's being called to release some sort of heavy burdens. I said there is a call for some sort of restart. Someone has to like let go of whatever duties that they've been holding on to. Yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, and release those burdens. Like I'm not sure if it's like the weight of the world was on someone's shoulders, or it was the expectations of someone. Yeah, someone's like almost trying to live up to someone's expectations or live up to the responsibilities that others have placed on them. But this is not what someone would want to do. Outside, someone may be called to like hold back from some people and go towards whatever is guiding them. Because whoever this person is, it's like with the Four of Cups here, it's like someone who, whatever situation they're in, they weren't happy in it. They weren't happy, I feel like, carrying all these burdens, feeling overworked, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. This is someone who wasn't satisfied with this, which is why they're getting this restart. This is what they want. They don't want to feel overworked all the time. What's the Hierophant card for Sagittarius? What's the Hierophant card here for Sagittarius? That's why I said we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Wands. Yeah, there had to be some sort of ending here. There needed a death and rebirth process. Something about the situation had to change, period. The tens were here. Ten of swords, ten of wands. Yeah, called for that's the call for pretty much like we need something new. Page of cups. There's some sort of call to incorporate more of this youthful energy. The pages are like, very young, playful like energy. Yeah, this is a time where you're supposed to be having more fun in your life, Sagittarius. Page of cup, go doing what your heart's desire. Like it's pretty much like, it's like doing things that, that feel right for you, and not doing things because you feel like that's what everyone wants you to do. It's not about them, it's more about you. What do you want to do with your life? That's what this reading is about. Justice card. Yeah. Seven of Wands here as well. Some of you are being called to practically defend yourself. Judgment and the Hermit card. Yeah. A lot of you guys out here, it's your justice to walk away. It's your this restart, this new beginning for you guys, and I'm not sure if it's like in love or maybe just in personal pursuits, like maybe just you being happy because you leave a bunch of people behind. Yeah, Seven of Wands. I see you guys being more protective of your energy. Yeah, the Judgment card. You're making a decision to go hermit. Yeah, to pretty much keep to yourself, to be private. You know, that's Virgo energy. A lot of you guys are deciding you've had enough. This is the time for change. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is here. You're leaving people out in the cold. Yeah, because in this three of Pentacles, it's like you were the only one showing up. See how there's no one else in this specific Three of Pentacles? That's what's going on. He's like, no one was showing up for you to begin with. That's why you leave these people. They weren't helping you. They were just blockages the entire time. This is why you're being called to do this. Yeah. Not again. This is never what you wanted for yourself. Like surrounding yourself with people who don't care about you. Or people who, like I said, just put all the responsibilities onto you. It's like you're doing it all by yourself. And each one of these cards, I only see one person. I don't see anyone else. You've been doing this all by yourself with no help whatsoever. And that's why I said you guys have had enough. It feels like you've been, even though like you're not alone, you still feel lonely, even when you're in a room filled with people. Because it's like, I guess these people don't understand you. They don't care about you. Which is why I said you guys are leaving. You're leaving. Knight of Cups. Yeah, to go do what you've always wanted to do. And this is causing an ending. 4-1. 3 of Cups. Page of Swords. 10 of Cups. Yeah, y'all are more focused on what you're wanting. Knight of Cups. This is calling you to pretty much chase after your heart's desires. Death card. Because there is a transformation that's going on in your life. You're changing here, Sagittarius. Maybe the stuff you want is different now. Maybe you don't want the stuff that that you currently thought you wanted. Or maybe you don't want the stuff that you currently have. Maybe at one point in time you thought you wanted it. It's kind of like, if I don't know if y'all seen Steven Universe, but if y'all have, it's like this character, Pink Rose, where it's like, more than anything in the beginning, she wanted to like start this, to be a part of the family business and like, have a colony of her own. And then it's like, once she finally got it, it's like it wasn't even what it was cracked out to be. And so it kind of made her change her course and what she wanted to do. So she ended up like rebelling against it and started to do her own thing. It's kind of like that. Maybe at one point in time you thought you wanted the family business or you wanted this thing. But like once you kind of got into it, it's like you end up realizing this is not what I wanted at all. And that's is causing this change. For some of you guys, you remember the last time with the Page of Cups, you remember what brought you happiness. And for some of you guys, it was with the Queen of Swords energy. That's what brought you happiness. That's why I said things are changing now. You're changing. You guys, I feel like there's something changing about a home situation, with family. Or if I'm not sure if you were like moved in with someone or not. There's something changing about your stability, your harmony, your home. There's changes going on around you. Three of Cups. I see possible reconciliation here. Yeah, Page of Swords, because someone's been watching someone for a while now. Someone's been keeping a close eye on someone. And then the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Cups. This is someone who I feel like is now ready to, I feel like, take that steps towards their Ten of Cups, the wish fulfillment. This is someone who now, is like I said, they're being brave. They don't care about what people want. They care about making themselves happy. Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles. That's what someone's going to. They're working towards wish fulfillment. They're tired of, I feel like, people pleasing or trying to do things to, to get on people's good side. And these people, like I said, they're not even helping you at all, Sagittarius. That's the greatest part. You're trying to please these people. These people aren't even helping you. You're literally doing the work of four men by yourself, and no one cares. Yeah, the Magician with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this was clarified by the Eight of Cups. You're leaving behind this overthinking energy. This is what you manifest with the Magician card. That's Gemini, Virgo energy. You guys have manifested leaving this behind, this overthinking energy, stuck in your head, unsatisfied, possibly crying at night or when you're alone. Some sort of strength card with the Ace of Wands. A lot of you guys are making a move. This is lovers here, Gemini energy. You have a decision you have to make. A lot of guys, you're leaving something behind to go towards a Queen of Swords. Strength card. Again, this is something you got to be a bit more confident about. Yeah, the Devil card in the reverse. This is you guys releasing whatever blockages or whatever I feel like thing was that had control over you previously. Yeah. A lot of you guys have removed the blockages, and with the Ace of Wands, it's like now someone wants a passion to start with this Queen of Swords. What is the Four Swords for Sagittarius? Yeah, we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Healing will help you definitely get balance during this time. Two of Pentacles talks about, maybe possibly starting a daily routine. That would be very helpful for you guys. Also, it speaks about time management. In addition, it talks about balance. Balance should be a main thing for you during this time. Yeah, Nine of Wands here. A lot of you guys have been feeling overworked, and that's why you maybe be feeling a little guarded with the Nine of Wands, feel like a wounded warrior. But that's why, again, you're being called to rest up, because it's that you guys are about to start a brand new new adventure, but start a brand new cycle with the World card. So it's you're starting to open yourself up to different perspectives, because now you guys are changing. You guys don't think the same. You guys aren't acting the same. You guys don't love the same. You are changing, and thus in turn, it's making you see the world completely differently. Ten of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys are now starting to realize that you're able to actually get this wish fulfillment. Yeah, the more you rest and take better care of yourself, it's the more it helps you heal, and the more it helps you, I feel like, more into alignment to what you're wanting here. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. Six of Wands, Seven of Wands at the Tower. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Hangman. Yeah, for you guys, this new start is going to be very good for you. Ten of Wands. Yeah. A lot of you guys with the Ten of Wands in this deck, you see how it's this man's blindfolded? It's this next cycle of your life is going to require you guys to really walk on faith, like this blindfolded man who's literally walking on these little sticks in the mist. It takes a lot of faith to just believe that you're gonna step on that wood there and not fall off into your doom. It's kind of like that. That's what this next cycle is going to be calling for you to do. Have more faith. One second. Have a bit more faith here. Anything else? What's the Devil card for Sagittarius? Devil card is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So, someone's need to control might be a big issue. or someone's need for like, I'm just hearing control. Someone's need of control needs to be let go of. Yeah, that's the main thing. Someone can be stubborn and hard headed and may have a problem with like letting go and Three of Wands and pretty much trusting in like, like the unknown. Cause it's like this man here is like looking up at that magical blue deer that's glowing in the forest. Something like that. Someone needs to open themselves up to a whole new possibilities. And that was possibly what needed to change here. Someone could just be like, I don't know, very maybe stubborn, stuck in their ways, hard headed. And that's kind of what needed to change. And like I said before, someone has been doing something for a very long time, for a while, because they were like, like maybe just taught this is what you need to do, or they believed at one point in time this is what I need to do. But it's like now after doing it for so long, it's like they're realizing this is definitely not what they want to do for the rest of their life. And in order to go towards other things, it's like it's requiring that someone which like just trust in like mysticism is what I'm saying. Like having faith in miracles, that sort of thing. That's what this person needs. They need a little less logic and a little more faith. That could be the balance. Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's someone who's just a bit defensive towards that though. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. But yeah, I definitely see someone is going to be going towards this person from the past. Six of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Whatever this love was, for some guys, it's the person. Some guys, it just could be like a certain place or thing. Maybe something in the past brought you happiness, but that's what I'm saying. Whatever you're doing currently, it wasn't making you happy. So you're leaving it behind and going to a person, place, or thing that brought you happiness. Temperance card with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is why you're walking away because a lot of you guys need balance. Temperance card talks about doing these in moderation, integration of the old and the new, being patient with yourself. That's what's going on. To me, guys, you're transforming and you're being divinely guided. And for you guys, it's calling for you to trust in your like intuition. I'm just getting this is not someone who does that a lot though. Someone who is like it's funny, they may have like a lot of spiritual gifts or a lot of strong beliefs. It's someone who I feel like never really had to walk out on faith before. Yeah, but Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. But they have to make a decision on whether or not they actually want to go for the wish fulfillment. The choice is theirs. Yeah. Whatever the wish fulfillment is, someone knows what it is. But the thing is, they have to have faith to go after it. Yeah. Judgment, Six of Wands, and the Tower. Yeah, the choice is up to someone on whether or not they want to do this. So, as I said, it's a person. So, it's a place. Some of you guys, it's a thing. Either way, you're being called to leave whatever the heck this thing is that wasn't bringing you happiness and start all over. Who cares about the accolades or your reputation? Well, I don't say don't care about reputation, but it's like if you're a good person through and through, then it's like it won't matter what people like. The lies people make up about you because who you are in the end will still show through time and time again. You can't fake an energy. Yeah, like who cares about all that stuff? As long as you're happy doing what you love and you're not hurting anyone, I feel like that's the main thing you're focusing on. Who cares about like, oh well, seems like a job. It's like who cares if this is like a six-figure job, if it's literally sucking the soul out of you every single day you wake up and hate your life. It's not worth it. I'm using that as an example, but it could be anything. So sometimes it could be family expectations, or it could just be I don't know. It could be a plethora of things, but yeah, you should really start living your life for you. And if you're not happy, best part is you have the power to change it. That's what this whole reading's about. The Fool card is your overall energy. This is the time for you to have that restart. This is the time where you can change the narrative. We can decide, what you do with your life next. Like, maybe this isn't the path you thought it was all cracked out to be. But you can still choose again. It's never too late. Yeah. All right, let's get some cards for Sagittarius. What's the advice for Sagittarius? Let's see. Advice for Sagittarius. What is the advice for Sagittarius? We have Buffalo Spirits. The abundant universe will provide. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm not sure if someone's worried about something or if it's money or whatever, but whatever you're needing, pretty much that's why I keep saying, I'm not sure if you're like, if you're used to walking out on faith, but this is a time where you really need to trust in God or your angels or just believe in yourself because you're being guided to do this. But, it's like, even if you don't trust yourself, it's like, oh, God put that message inside of you, so listen to that. Either way, you're being guided in the right direction. Like, the universe will make a way for you. God will make a way, or whatever higher power you believe in will make a way. You just have to walk. Walk with that faith, like you got it. What do we got for Sagittarius? What's the advice? We have Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. Yeah, again, it's about living your life for you. Of course, some of you guys may need to actually sing. That's something you guys are really good at. Y'all can be really good singers. But what I really get from this message is like, everyone has like a song inside their heart. Everyone has a vision of a dream of what they want to do with their lives. This is a time where you guys need to really start going for it and stop holding yourself back. Like, quit trying to, like I'm not sure people pleasing was a big thing, or you felt like you had to live up to the expectations of your family or something like that. No, you need to start doing things that you want to do. Because if you don't, you're going to be miserable in the end. You're going to be the one in regret, wishing you have lived your life completely differently. Yeah, wolf spirit. Trust, turn knowledge into wisdom. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, y'all are very intellectual people. I mean, there's no mistake about that. I mean, you don't become the emperor or a hierophant, being, ignorant. But a lot of you guys, like, the thing that y'all need to do is take all that knowledge and turn it into wisdom. That means like actually taking all that knowledge and applying it to the situation. I said, like, almost like, I don't know why I'm here, like, practice what you preach. Like I said, if you do know a lot of stuff, maybe you've been like, telling other people, or, you've been like really hype about others. So, or maybe you need to take a page from your own book and like, go after your own, desires or wishes here. Don't be afraid to, will walk with faith, even though like you guys, are, obviously worried because it's again, the thing about walking with faith or trying new things is it's like, I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, it's always mandatory that you need to do it because on the other side of that fear is everything you've ever been wanting. And until you guys actually, take that chance to go after it, it's like you never will know. Like that's the thing, and that's how like God has a design. You never will know until you do it, and that's kind of how it is just with everyone in general. You're never gonna know. We also have Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. So whatever you're seeing, like the good and the bad, they are both true. Yes, it's giving heavy on two things can be true at the same time. So keep that in mind. You're like, oh, well, that's dangerous. Yes, it is. But that's why I need to be led. Yes, that is. That is where you're being led. It's like, okay. And we use that as an example. It could be like literally anything. Like, oh, well, that's my best friend. Yes, it is. But they're stabbing me in the back. Yes, they are. It could be anything. But just keep that in mind. Whatever you're seeing, yes, it's most likely everything you're seeing during this time is 100% true. And don't second guess yourself. You're not mistaken. You're not crazy. You're not making this up. It isn't you being delusional. No, you're seeing the truth. Believe it. Shout out to Naruto. One more card for Sagittarius. One more card for Sagittarius. Okay, we have two. It says Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. Yeah, definitely. Things are no longer going in slow mo here. So if you guys have been feeling stuck or bored or stagnant, well, don't worry. God, your angels, and your spirit team are about to kick it up a notch. So, prepare yourself. But a lot of you guys, I said again, it's like y'all bring a lot of signs and symbols, synchronicity. This is about time where you're going to be tested on it. You guys are going to be called to, hey, we already gave you the sign to do it. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to, and then you're going to be either upset or happy with the result. Again, that's like the main takeaway though. Like this is the time where like I said before, things are becoming more and more like clear or abundantly like apparent about what we want in this world or what we want to create in this world during this time. And for a lot of you guys, it's like it's being called for you to pretty much like start taking steps toward it. It's not like something like, oh, well, I don't know what it is. It's been that thing you've been dreaming about for the past few months. It can be daydreaming or literally dreaming about doing or starting that business or approaching that guy or that girl or, possibly standing up to your parents or something like that. And so there's something that you've been like dying on the inside to do, and you know what it is. It's the time for you guys to start doing it. Because this is a time where it's like it's like a steep learning curve. Either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it, and then whoever doesn't go after their dreams, they're gonna be the ones who's miserable in the end. So keep that in mind. This collectively, that's what we're all doing. This time where everyone's going into alignment. So it's like if you're not doing that, you're getting left behind pretty much. Because it's like the time like it's like the time where you can't some people like to use the excuse like, oh well, I didn't know and no one told me, or like your spirit guides, your angels, your spirit team are all making sure everyone knew. So can no one be like, well, I didn't know. No, we told you. We told you multiple times that y'all didn't listen. That's what this energy is. Either you're gonna do it because you've been told multiple times to do it for you. This will make you happy. Either you're gonna do it, or if you don't, you're gonna be missing out. Period. Because we're stepping to like this new reality. The new world is being born currently, and like I said, for everyone who isn't going towards it, it's like it's gonna be more and more clear, like who's being left behind, like, who's gonna be pretty much like the ones who's still miserable, you know, that sort of thing. We have horse spirit though. Is yours. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like you guys aren't actually like restrained. The only thing that's keeping you stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in, it really is you. Like you haven't like decided to take the steps to set yourself free. That really is it. Because the horse energy is always like, a really good energy to see. The horse talks about like usually you can ride on its back to accomplish any goal. And that's kind of like the energy that maybe you guys are embodying. Like you guys can really achieve anything you want to during this time. You can start that business. You guys can, again, move if y'all want to, get a new job, or possibly, find some friends, or move out to your family's house. Whatever it is, this is the time where you're actually able to achieve whatever goals you've been wanting to do for yourself. That's why, again, it's being like almost like telling you, come on, it's even like now or never. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, like, no, you're not running out of time, but it's like, the more you stay in this painful situation, it's only going to get worse. Okay? You have turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Literally what I was saying, it's like you don't have to do everything high speed chase, but it's like at the same time, y'all still need to be taking steps towards the right direction. That's what this is. It's gonna be either you're going to be moving in the right direction or you're gonna be left behind. And that's what this energy is about. You don't have to do it overnight because healing takes time. Healing specifically takes time. But you do need to be taking the steps toward it because life is speeding up. hmm What is some other advice for Sagittarius? We have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So again, it's talking about some sort of form of expression. Earlier, it was talking about singing. For some of you guys, it might be dancing. Y'all might want to go to, I don't know, like karaoke, or if you're like me, you'll dance in the bathtub to some music with a. Oh my god! So let me tell you about my like new lights I bought from my like bathroom. It's so amazing. So what I normally do is like I kind of have like a speaker in the bathroom with me, and now I have like these colorful lights. So when I'm in like the bathtub now, I just be enjoying myself so much because like I have like these colorful like lights. So it almost feels like I'm like in my mind I'm in a club, or like I'm like really like being seduced, like depending on the mood. It depends on like what I'm trying to like convey. Like if it's more lovey, I try to go like a more like pink lights, more softer, sensual music, stuff like that. But that's not the point. Pretty much what I'm getting at is like I have a lot. If you're like me, you'll like dance a lot, like when no one's looking, like in your home, that sort of thing. Just put on the whole tyrant there. Anyways, we also have inner temple. Yeah, devotion and tune into the portal of your heart. Yeah, so this is again a reminder to just like listen to your heart more. Again, instead of like trying to think logically or like, oh, like, what's the right thing to do, or oh well, what's the best thing for like a certain outcome. No, like what is the thing that you want to do? Don't try to think, oh well, what's the best outcome, or how can I do the thing that's going to make others happy, or no, just what do you want? It really is that simple. Like, don't overthink it. Like right now, I told you, it's becoming more and more clear. What do you want to do? And whoever isn't okay with that, they're not supposed to be a part of your life. Because again, anything that's for you, any person who's for you, I'm not saying they're going to just blindly like agree with you, but it's like they'll still support you in whatever it is that makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting you or anyone else. Like the car dropped. It sure did. Yeah, we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. This is what you guys are currently doing. Some of you guys, I said, this would be something that was taught to you. Again, to take on the family business, or oh, you have to do this because this is this is what helps the family, kind of like in Canto. Like it's almost like you continue a cycle of doing things you don't want to do because you think, oh, this is what's best for the family, but everyone in the family is suffering. So it's like, is that really the people you want to be listening to? Is that really the life that you see for yourself? Is repeating the same thing? That's kind of what I see for you guys. You're going to be the one who's like the generational curse breaker in your family. You're going to be the one who does things that no one's ever done before. Like, maybe you are going to be the first person who doesn't have like a blue collar job or work a 9 to 5. You might be the first person to own your own business. Or it might be like, say, you might be the first person to not get divorced or date outside your race, or date someone who's I don't know, different religion. I don't know. But these are just examples. There's something you're going to do that no one else in your family has ever done before. And that's the thing. This is what's called for you. You're like the generational curse breaker. You're the odd one out. In a good way, though. Oh my God. Oh, why are you doing that to me? Stop sticking out. Okay, go. Then we also have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. Yeah, again, you guys are definitely tapped in. Your angels, your spirit guides, and your spirit team are all giving you a lot of nudges, a lot of visions, a lot of dreams, a lot of angel numbers. They're giving you so many symbols and signs to tell you what to do during this time. And again, it's up to you whether or not you decide to do it, because you always have a choice. You have free will. It's just kind of help you choose right, this thing. And again, you guys know what feels right for you, not what others told you is right. Not, well, what do others expect out of me? What do you want to do for you, Sagittarius? What's going to make you happy at the end of the day? Like when you go to bed and you have to look at yourself, what's going to help bring you, help you go to bed with a smile on your face, knowing you did what was best for you? That's this energy. And at the bottom, we have it says, what is the niggling feeling? That niggle feeling is your intuition. That niggle feeling is your heart. What do you want to do, Sagittarius? Like seriously. That's the current theme of this reading is what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to waste it, trying to please other people who are never going to be happy because they're miserable in their own lives and all they want to do is make you miserable too? Or do you actually want to live the life that you can be proud of, that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that brings you peace, that invites more love into your life, or you love what you do, or you love the person you become, or you love your job, or you love your friends, or you love your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you love your life. The choice is yours. Some shadow work. What's the... Try it again. That's a lot of cards. Okay, what is the shadow work that... Okay, they're just jumping out for you, Sagittarius. Shadow alchemy. Turn shadows into gold by shifting your awareness. Empowerment and rebirth. Yeah, this is definitely a time of endings and new beginnings. Take those sticks and stones that were thrown at you and build a bridge with it. Whatever whatever the things were that I feel like that were hurting you and bringing you down and bringing you misery, let that kind of be like the ammunition to help you bring about the life that you want to see for yourself. That's what it is. Take that, even if it's anger, take that and transmute it into something so much better. We have light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. Love, clarity, and awareness. That's what I was just saying. For a lot of you guys, you need to take whatever the darkness that was thrown at you, whether it be actual hurt, backstabbing, betrayal, or maybe just your inner saboteur, whatever it is, what can dispel it or change it is the love. Yeah. Take all that and use it as ammunition. For some of you guys, if you've been through a lot of craziness, write into a story. I've done that before where I've made scripts in the past about what I was going through. And it helped me ace my class during that time. I got a 95 or a 98. I really killed it. But I also it just brought me a lot of joy. I made something so beautiful out of something that was at the time so crazy and wild, and it felt like it was a bit much for me. But that's kind of what it's being harder for you to do. I'm using what I just said, writing scripts as an example. But that's what you guys need to do. Take over. There's some gift all you Sagittarius can do. Take that and really do something with it. You have avoidance. It's key to it's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. Confrontation and progress. So this is a call for you to no longer run away. Okay? Don't get me wrong, I also in the past used to run away from discomfort. I used to hate conflict, and I always try to try to keep the peace and try my best to diffuse the situation. I always try to be so self-sacrificing because I wanted to please people and stuff like that. And I feel like maybe that might be something you could be similarly doing here as well. You're going along to get along, but I don't feel like that's the right thing. I feel like there's nothing wrong with a little discomfort. There's nothing wrong with, things being a little chaotic. But don't avoid it. Don't avoid the problems. They won't go away because you chose not to acknowledge it. Face it head on. Address the issue. Please don't sweep it under the rug. It won't change until you do something different, Sagittarius. And then we have ride the storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. So it's crazy that the thing that you're so afraid of is actually going to be the thing that sets you free. Yeah, it's that chaos, that wild energy that's actually going to help you break out and become free to get towards the things that you love to do, all that joy, all that happiness. Yeah, you're going to have to cause a little bit of chaos when you leave. Oh yeah, people are going to have a lot to say about it, but it doesn't matter because it's your life. I love that for you. Come on, make some noise, Sagittarius. Yeah, dark reflection. When you look into the abyss looks back. It says truth seeking and liberation. Yeah, some of you guys, that's what was missing. Some of you guys needed to be honest about yourself. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Are you proud of the person you've become? Is this the life that you always wanted to live? Are you happy with yourself? Yeah. A lot of you guys, y'all probably needed to come to Jesus moment, a dark night of the soul, or to really just look back and reflect. And maybe that was what you needed to really get yourself together, because I feel that's what's going on. Y'all had a bumpy start, settling for less than what you actually wanted, but y'all are now getting into alignment. Y'all are now starting to really find yourself, get into alignment, walk away from people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. And I love that for you, Sagittarius. You deserve this. You deserve to be happy. I'm so proud of you. So I know for a fact this was not easy. Yeah, the emotions are running high with the supermoon. I think we just had a supermoon, if I'm correct. It was either in Sagittarius or it was in Gemini. Now, I'm not sure when the next super moon is, but I know for a fact we just had one. So this could already be taking place. Like, excuse me, could be feeling the need for change and like this being. Yeah, but for you, Sagittarius, you have full moon in Libra. Yeah, for you guys, you're gonna be winning regardless. Yeah, either way, you guys are gonna win. So that's why I keep saying, like, don't avoid stuff, don't avoid like issues, don't run away, face them head on, because either way, you're gonna win. We have surrender to the divine. Yeah, I feel again that could have been like the devil card that I was telling you about. Someone needs to like release their need to control an outcome, or control how things should play out, or control how people feel about them. Like release all that stuff you can't control. You can't control people's perspectives about you. You can't control how people feel about you, or what people do. Let things unfold, Sagittarius, naturally. If chaos just ensues, it just ensues. Who cares? Yeah. We can't be all sunshine and rainbows, 24/7. That's not real. It's fake. No one's happy all the time. We have a personal issue reaches resolution with the full moon in Cancer. Yeah, so like I said, for some of you guys, this could be happening in Cancer season. Okay. We also have the meditate and contemplate with the new moon and Pisces. Yeah, again, that's that Four of Swords energy that I saw earlier. I said, if you guys are being called to like, take a moment to like rest, relax, possibly sleep a bit more if you guys have been overworked. I feel like it's definitely a time where you possibly need to just like, prepare yourself for this next phase. So again, like, if that's what you're being called to do, find that nice balance between like, spirituality and practicality. Anything else for Sagittarius? We have a time to give rather than take, and prosperity lies ahead. So yeah, Sagittarius may be a time where you may need to give. And the good news is, if you guys are wondering about money or abundance of some sort, yeah, prosperity is all in your future. That's why I keep saying you guys are going to come out victorious. You guys will win. Yeah, because luck is on your side with the new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, you can't lose. Like I said, I think no, we had a full moon in Sagittarius. We didn't have a new moon. Yeah, but you guys are, look, you're on the right track. This new beginning is it was destined. This was supposed to happen. That's what I'm trying to say. And you guys walking away and having all this like happen, this isn't a mistake. You're not losing your mind. This is actually you being exactly where you needed to be. You didn't make any mistakes. You're exactly where you need to be. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Okay. I'll do one last thing about love, and then I'll close out with positive affirmations. If this is about a romantic love for such a Sagittarius, could you give me a couple cards for this romantic love, if there is one? Yeah, passion and attraction. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, there's actually a lot of passion and attraction around you, Sagittarius. But you gotta open yourself up to it. Really be present and allow yourself to feel all those good feelings. Yeah, like don't overwork yourself, Sagittarius. Yeah. Some of you guys, y'all might need to like, I feel like I'm not, it makes me think of my Sagittarius, like my two Sagittarius friends. About sometimes like they'll put a lot on their plate and like try to do like several things all at once, where it's like they overwork themselves and not finishing anything. You may need to just be mindful to kind of like slow it down, you know, don't try to do everything all at once. Like maybe pace yourself, instead of trying to do five, four things at once, maybe just try doing one or two things a day, journaling, you know, because the thing about it is when you do that, it's like, I understand that feeling. You might overstimulate yourself. In other words, you end up like not doing anything, or, you don't complete anything. So you might just need to like relax on that, you know, do one or two things and not at the same time. Yeah. Um, I know I said last advice, but let me get this one last advice for Sagittarius. Yeah, it's funny how I literally just said that. The Moth card talks about you guys could be experiencing burnout. Because why? You guys keep starting and stopping many things. And that is affecting your self confidence and your self worth. So for you guys, you may need to actually finish something. You know, don't keep starting and stopping. Like actually finish something. It's funny how I literally just said that and the card just confirmed it. Yeah, so you guys, that may be a problem. So you guys may need to just pace yourself. Yeah, and bottom of the Scorpion energy. Scorpion talks about you guys need to be a bit honest during this time. You know, because there was a situation that left you feeling burned and scorned. So some of you guys need to open up and talk about or express about that situation there. Like be honest so that you can return to your fierce but fun self. Also, you guys may tend to some sort of isolation, like only a small group of friends during this time maybe around you, like close trusted friends. But yeah, that's kind of the energy. You need to open up about a situation that left you feeling scorned. You know, feeling like you got the short end of the stick. That really I feel like weighs heavily on you. Still, be honest about it. And again, y'all may be, just y'all may not have a big group of people who actually like or trust. So I totally get that. But during this time, they could be helping you. Again, the friends or family members or a certain person who you really can trust. Scorpion doesn't let too many people in. I think that's the end of your reading here, Sagittarius. I know I made it really, really long, but I really got going. And sometimes when I get going, it's hard for me to stop yapping. But anyways, this is the end of your reading here, Sagittarius. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. That helps push my channel out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Sagittarius. You guys are actually have a very positive outcome if y'all can learn to start doing things you want to do. And also make sure you pace yourself. I like that's why it says slow down. Because yes, even though life is speeding up with the antelope spirit here, stuff life is speeding up, it is. That doesn't mean you need to do more. Like that doesn't mean that in a sense where it's like, oh well, now instead of just doing two things at once, now I gotta do three and then four and then five. It's like no, no, that's not what it means. It means pace yourself. Life is kind of going by. Maybe the time flies a lot for you. But, again, time management is going to be a very important thing for you during this time. Like writing down what you're going to do, like daily journaling. When you wake up, be like, okay, what do we have planned for today? Like, oh, I'm going to totally, start this new project. And, then I'm going to totally, clean my room. And then I'm going to, wake up and go hit the gym. Or, it's like that. Writing down a step by step what you're going to do throughout the day. And trying your best to kind of, just nail it. It could be step by step. It can be, a rough outline. Sometime throughout the day, I need to go to the gym. I need to get some sleep and I need to eat. You do something so vague. But either way, it's like, you need to be mindful about that. You know, don't put too much on yourself all at once because that's how with the moth card you may start many different projects but it's going to lead to burnout because you're overworking yourself. You feel tired, you feel stressed out, you feel overworked because you're putting all these burdens on yourself. Learn to pace yourself. You got this. Okay, you're amazing, you're confident, you're sexy, Sagittarius, and you can do anything you put your mind to. You just have to make sure you finish it one at a time, maybe two at a time. Okay? But, anyways, this is the end of your reading. So, I love you, Sagittarius, so, 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 so much. But, this being said, goodbye, my superstars. stars.